Gracias, estudiantes de Hernandez. Thank you so much. That was much better. I love it. We're going to start by first saying thank you to all of our parents and teachers and everyone that's here supporting and celebrating with us. We're super excited to have you with us today. Si hay alguien con nosotros que le gustaría tener todo lo que va a decir el alcalde, el superintendente y lo que estoy hablando yo en español, le tenemos copias. Solamente tienen que dejarnos saber con su mano y le vamos a dar copias de todo lo que se va a decir hoy. We want to make sure that folks feel that they can access everything that everyone is saying up here in both English and Spanish. So if you would like a copy of everything that we're saying up here, we actually have copies for everyone who needs it. So déjenos saber, any community members, miembros de la comunidad que les gustaría, solamente nos tienen que dejar saber y les mandamos allá. Bueno, estudiantes, we've taken quite a while to be able to celebrate this. I know we've been playing, but this is our first time we actually get together and really be in community to really show how excited we are about our new playground. And we have some special guests that want to say hello to you and want to celebrate with us. So I am going to first ask our wonderful teacher Rosalba to begin the musical portion of our time together.
I'm happy I was able to.
Y'all ready for this?
cheers. My name is Angela Rubenstein. Thank you, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you today, and we are here largely because of the efforts of a group of former Hernandez students, the class that graduated last June. If you guys, they're all standing towards the back, if you guys could wave your hands. And I'm honored to present to you two amazing members of that class who are going to talk to you a little bit about how we ended up with this beautiful schoolyard. Their names are Lorraine Sanchez and Jose Vasquez Jr. They are both current students of the O'Brien High School of Math and Science. Welcome, Lorraine and Jose. Oh, yeah.
So what did we do in this project? When you look at this amazing schoolyard, you might not realize that it exists because of 26 ninth graders and the work we did when we were in the 7th and 8th grades. It all started when a younger student wrote a letter to Principal Anna saying that we needed to redo the schoolyard because it was run down, dangerous, and in serious need of renovation. But instead of having a bunch of adults design the yard, we thought it would be best for the students to lead this work. So we started the schoolyard class. Angela Rubenstein and Jess Madden Fuoco were the teachers. What did we do in this class when we were in 7th grade? We worked on answering the questions. What do we want our schoolyard to include? How can it be a place for all ages and students to have fun? And what are the best playground designs out there? We knew we couldn't learn from just the books and the internet. So we took field trips to some of the best playgrounds in the Boston area. We played with our younger schoolmates and then interviewed them and surveyed them. And then we tallied the results to see what play structures they liked the best. We presented to families and also staff to see what they thought would be best for our schoolyard. Then we interviewed our youngest students, our K1, K2, and first graders, to let them vote for their favorite designs. Then we worked on our architect and staff from BPS facilities to put these ideas into one design. In some ways, it felt like our work should be over, but we had only raised $60,000, which was not nearly enough. So then we fundraised. We organized dances, we sold food at family events, we went to Lowe's and applied for their playground grant, but we still didn't have enough money.
But we did not give up. Even when we had no schoolyard class last year as 8th graders, we met with city councilors. We met with people from the mayor's office and the Boston Public Schools. We presented to the school committee. Some of these meetings were fun, but some were not. But we did not give up. We prepared more PowerPoints, we practiced more presentations, and then we presented to Mayor Walsh. At first, we weren't sure what the mayor thought, but then we talked about the research we had done. We showed him how we had involved the whole school community in designing the schoolyard. We told him that this neighborhood and the children in this neighborhood we told him that this neighborhood and the children in this neighborhood and the children in this school deserve better than this. The community deserves an amazing playground. The mayor called Principal Anna within a few days and said he had been thinking about the 8th grade students and our presentation, and he was going to make sure he found the money to renovate the schoolyard. One of my favorite memories was after we got the big donation from the mayor and we were giving the news to the kids and we told them how much money we got and they had no idea what it meant and they still cheered and applauded. We started this project thinking we were going to be able to enjoy the playground. We were devastated when we realized it wouldn't be built until after we graduated, but we turned it into our legacy. Even if we don't remain friends, we can look back at the next 15 years and reminisce what we had accomplished and how many future kids would be able to enjoy what we worked so hard to do.
Thank you, Jose and Lorraine. I'm so happy to be here today. I know almost all of you. For those who I don't know, my name is Jess Madden Fuoco. When Superintendent Chang saw me here last year, he wasn't sure my connection to the school community, but I have a 5th grader here, and I worked here for 3 years, so that's how I know most of you. So I'm so happy to be here today and to have had the chance to be the teacher of the schoolyard class with Angela Rubenstein. Mabel Castillo said, one of our 9th graders said it best when she presented to the mayor last year. She said, our students deserve this schoolyard, and this neighborhood deserves this playground. The Hernandez has always been a leader in giving students what they deserve. Back in 1970, when most people didn't understand or celebrate bilingualism, Margarita Muniz knew our students deserved a bilingual education. Margarita knew the power and importance of being bilingual. Margarita wanted to make sure that students in Boston had access to a bilingual education, and she and so many Hernandez staff have spent years of their lives fighting for you to have this opportunity at the Hernandez, this treasure, this gift to be bilingual. You deserve this schoolyard, and you deserve the incredible bilingual education you are getting at the Hernandez. Another important lesson we can learn from this project is that some of the best learning happens when we get out of the classroom and do real work. The learning that students experienced in this project is likely to stay with them longer than a worksheet or a research paper. Students deserve these kinds of learning opportunities, and adults have to push themselves to engage students in solving these kinds of problems that have yet to be solved. I am beyond grateful for the opportunity I had to work so closely with Angela and the students on this project. I think you learn a lot about people in situations like these 9th graders were in. They had worked so hard in 7th grade to do all the research, and then they continued in 8th grade to do all the fundraising, even after they knew they wouldn't be able to play on the yard as students. That's when you really learn about what generous, kind, amazing people these 9th graders are. So thank you all. These 26 9th graders gave us this schoolyard. It's a place so many Hernandez children and so many neighborhood children will enjoy for years to come, including my own 2 daughters, Sojourner, who's in the 5th grade here, and Malala, who's starting in the fall. There are so many people who made this project possible, and I'm sure Anna and I will miss some. But first, I'd like to thank Anna, our amazing principal. Anna supported this project from start to finish, and it would not have happened if it weren't for her leadership.
Thank you, Jess. I'm going to continue the thank yous and begin to thank all of our teachers, my wonderful and amazing and hardworking teachers. Can you please wave so we can thank you? The teachers and staff of the Hernandez really are the ones that support all of the work that happens at the Hernandez, and you are really the reason why our students are as amazing as they are. I want to also thank John, the amazing architect. Where are you, John? Oh, thank you so much for all your time, dedication, and passion for this project. I also want to take some time to thank a very important parent to the Hernandez and also a board member, Maria Dominguez Gray, for all of her tenacity and support. And there are a couple of staff members that I want to give a shout out to, and that's Renee and Genevieve. If you could please wave for all of your work. Nora Block, also a wonderful and supportive board member, for keeping us on track. And of course, physically, this couldn't have happened without BPS facilities. Khadijah, Eli, Carlton, all of your support really allowed us to be where we are right now. Eli and Khadijah, thank you. And all of the folks at facilities. Rand Dorsey for listening to our students when they presented at school committee and connecting us with Mayor Walsh. And of course, Superintendent Chang for always being a supporter of dual language, education, and innovation. Friends of the Hernandez Board, your grant writing really was what sparked this mission. And the Boston Water and Sewer Commission, are there folks here? Thank you so much for your support, especially for our outdoor playground and classroom. They were one of the first folks to give us a grant and believe in us when we hadn't even started any of our design work. And to all of our amazing students who are enjoying the playground, ustedes son nuestro futuro y estamos tan orgullosos de ustedes. Y Lorraine y José, gracias por venir y estar con nosotros hoy. I would like to invite Superintendent Chang to please join me. And he's going to share a few words with us.
Gracias, Ana. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo están? Bien. So my name is Tommy Chang. I'm the superintendent of Boston Public Schools. I'm so honored to be here. I want to do a few thank yous. First, I want to thank all the teachers, all the parents, and all of you students for being here today. I want to thank school committee member Dr. Muren Uriarte for being here today. I want to thank Instructional Superintendent Alex Montex McNeil, Operational Superintendent Ted Lombardi. Where's Ted? Raise your hand. COO John Hanlon, Chief of Staff Rob Consalvo, and many other BPS employees who are here today. This is a beautiful playground, and this cannot have been possible if it wasn't for the leadership of young people. And again, young people are demonstrating that they are not only the leaders of tomorrow, but they are the leaders of today. And your voice and your agency made this happen. The Hernandez, as Ms. Tavares said, is a great reflection of what is possible in schools in Boston. This is a school that affirms the racial, cultural, and linguistic identities of our young people through its learning in 2 languages, through its cultural and art programming, and through the engagement of adults, engagement of parents. This is a bright spot for Boston Public Schools. Now, let's give everybody a round of applause. Now, I have an honor of introducing someone who is very popular in the city of Boston. And since this is opening day, I have to say he might be the second most popular person ever after David Ortiz. But he is very popular. He loves this city. He loves the young people in this city. Every time I see this man with young people, I see them lighten up. And he cares so much about each and every one of you. I have the honor now of introducing our mayor, Martin J. Walsh.
Thank you, Superintendent Chang. And I don't even know where to start. I want to thank Ms. Tavares. I want to thank all your great teachers that are here. I want to thank all your great parents that are here. I want to thank the friends of Hernandez that are here today. I want to thank City Councilor Nisha Sabi George and also City Councilor Matt O'Malley. I'm going to talk about them in a minute. I want to thank the Police Commissioner Billy Evans is with us today. Thank you, Commissioner Evans. Jose and Lorraine, good to see you again, and thank you very much. And to all of you young people here, this is an exciting day. I came to the school 2 years ago for opening day, for the first day of school, and I had a chance to sit down with a lot of the 7th graders at the time, and actually sat with the whole school, but the 7th graders started talking to me about the classroom and what they wanted to do outside, and they were presenting to me and they were saying all these different things about, we want to raise money for a new playground in the back of the school. And I didn't come out to the playground at that particular moment. A year later, I came back to the school, and the 7th graders are now 8th graders, and they took me outside and we saw the playground, and they told me that they wanted to build a new playground, and we thought about it, and they told me about what they had done and what you guys had done. And they told me about the student-led movement here at this great school. And they told me about how they've been raising money with the parent groups, and they told me how they've been doing so many different things, and they were short on their money to get a playground. So I went back to the office, knowing in my head that we were going to come up with the money somehow. And I talked to then Dave Sweeney, who was the chief financial officer of the city, and I said to him, we need to build that school a new playground. And he said, well, how much money is it? I said, well, it's not the full amount, because these kids have done an incredible job of raising money and building an organization to build a playground. And I was so happy to be able to say, with the help of the city council, because they vote on the budget, to come up with the rest of the money to build this playground. And when I walked in this playground today, last time I was in this playground, I was over there, right over there, and we saw cracked walls, and we saw old stuff, and we saw all kinds of stuff that just wasn't appropriate for this school's playground. And when I walked in today, it brought a big smile to my face, because you guys have done an incredible job of making this playground a reality. The 8th graders that are 8th graders today, congratulations, because you get a chance to you're not really playing the playground over here, you're probably playing out here. There's pretty an awesome green space right here, so I'm sure there's a lot of soccer going on here and other stuff going on. But to the young people, an opportunity to see something special at this school. I can honestly say, as mayor of Boston, one of the best things that I've ever been part of is what's happening today at this school, cutting a ribbon on this incredible playground. So I just want to say to all the teachers and parents and students, thank you, thank you, thank you for what you've done. And I want to give a special shout out to the class of 2017, who deserves a lot of credit for what's happening here today. And I know that I know we're going to cut a ribbon, I think, in a minute, but we want to get the whole class of 2017 up the front here. Get up here, 2017.
Come on up.